so I'm Amanda from Tamp and Coffee, and this is my friend Lexi. And today we're going to be talking about the Clever Dripper.
What is all of this? Tell me about the Clever Dripper. What does this do?
Okay, so this is another at-home brewing method that you can use. These are actually plastic and BPA free. Forgiving in terms of newbies to home brewing. One awesome feature of these is that they have a valve at the bottom of them. So when we are going to brew them later on today, you'll see that this valve will have a quick release, which makes this an immersion/drip coffee maker. So we are going to be using a finer grind. This one, it looks a little bit like that. You can see it's a little bit thicker than, say, the espresso grind, but not as coarse as you would use for, yeah, exactly, for the French press. We're also going to be using a filter with these, but these are easily and readily available. You can pick these up at Kroger. I think I got these for like $6 this week, actually.
Okay, so you don't have to go to a specialty shop for any of this?
No, not at all. And we actually have some of these Clever Drippers on sale at the shop right now. So if you wanted to use one at home, you guys can come out to the shop and pick one up. Well, today we're gonna actually be using the Costa Rica. I like single origins for the Clever Dripper just because it's going to produce such a clean cup of coffee. That means there's not going to be a lot of sediment or anything like that in that.
What does that mean, single origin?
So single origin comes from one region and often from one particular grower or farm. Our roasters at Rev have a really great relationship with their farmers, and so they are able to oftentimes talk directly to the farmers or to the producers to make sure that they're getting the best coffee available.
That's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, so what's first?
Okay, so first is we're going to put the filters in there. Yeah, we're gonna grab two. We're gonna do two today because we're actually gonna make one hot coffee and one iced coffee with these. And when we make the iced coffee, we're going to do that with a method called a Japanese splash. And that just means that we're going to put some ice in a tall glass like this, and then immediately flash the hot coffee with the ice. And then that way it lowers the acidity and bitterness of the coffee, so you're really able to taste all those flavor notes that we were talking about before. So you're gonna fold the bottom. Just
in half? How?
Oh, sorry. So you're gonna fold it just like that across where
the
little
seam?
Yep, where the seam is. And then we're gonna fold the other side just like that. And some people like to wash their filters to sort of get any of that dye or anything out of them if they so desire, but it's not totally necessary. And we've got 22 grams of coffee is what we're using, and we're going to place it just directly into your Clever.
So water is boiled, ready to go. Now
All right. So we put those 22 grams of coffee in each of the Clever Drippers, and now we're gonna pour approximately 12 ounces of coffee in each of them. So we boil about 25 ounces, so just split it in half.
Okay.
As you pour, you're gonna kind of do a circular motion, but you don't have to worry so much about control of the water.
Okay. So.
And you can see that the coffee, this is called a bloom, when that coffee is releasing the gases, and you can see it sort of like bloom up, and it smells so good. It's really pretty.
Good.
Yep. All right, and now we have 4 minutes to kill while we are waiting for the brew.
I think we can find some things to do.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay.
Shots?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you the hot mug.
Okay.
And then the only thing you're gonna do is just set that guy on there, and I'm gonna set this guy right there.
I'm afraid. Okay.
You got this.
Things are happening.
Yes, it's really cool. So again, what's happening is that immediately that water is going through that valve and getting pushed through here. But there's also going to be some coffee left in the top. So it's going to take just a little while for the rest of that coffee to drip through. So that's where the drip process comes from.
Okay.
And we're going to wait until all of that is gone through and then give it a try and taste it. Coffee has gone all the way through and we call that a full extraction. So everything that's gone through is done. We're ready to drink it.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I think so. Oh, here's our iced coffee. I'm really excited.
Yes, so
I've
you're
never
gonna
done this
try.
before.
Okay, awesome. So iced coffee, and you should be able to taste a lot of the flavor notes in there. We're gonna use one of our eco-friendly straws that we have at the shop, so that you can drink out of that.
Okay.
There you go.
I think I like this better than the hot coffee.
Yeah, why is that?
It's not as bitter.
Okay, so
And I feel like I'm tasting more flavor this way.
awesome.
Citrus.
Awesome. Yep, that's exactly right. Citrus and honey should be what you're tasting.
Yeah.
And remember that we use that flash method. So what that means is that you're just pouring it immediately over the ice. And that's really cool because you are going to get that clean cup of coffee and it'll cut out acidity and the bitterness.
Yeah.
And on those hot coffees like this, I like to let it sit and rest for just a little bit because, again, I don't want to taste the hot water and have like the hot water burn my tongue,
Yeah.
you know, and I want to taste those flavor notes. So I'm just going to let it sit just for a second like we did, and now I'm going to try it and see what I think. Oh yeah, it's really good. It's really clean.
Yeah.
Even. I like that a lot, and it's bright is what we call those types of coffees that where they're a little bit on the lighter side.
Okay.
Another thing about coffee, when you're tasting it, you kind of want to push it toward the back of your tongue, like the medium part of your tongue, and that'll give you the best flavor notes. But thank you so much for watching, TNGers. Remember that we have our to-go coffee for sale at the shop. Have a few of these clever drippers for you guys if you guys want to pick one of those up. And we've got some of our amazing mugs for you. Thank you so much. Call in your orders, 318-448-01.